Tampines Round Market Massage Centers, a relaxed walking tour around Singapore's Heartland. Welcome back to Singapore City Walk. Today, we are exploring the area around Tampines Round Market and the surrounding neighborhood. Tampines is one of Singapore's largest residential towns. And when people think about Tampines, they might think about shopping malls, MRT stations, schools, HDB estates, and of course, the many food options available throughout the neighborhood. But today, we're looking at something a little different. We're going to take a relaxed walk around the area and have a look at the massage centers and wellness businesses that can be found around Tampines Round Market. This isn't a guided tour where we have to follow a specific route. Instead, we're simply going to walk around, see what we can find, look at the different shop fronts, and take in the atmosphere of this part of Tampines. Some of the businesses may be located along the main roads. Others may be tucked inside neighborhood commercial areas or underneath HDB blocks. And that's one of the interesting things about exploring Singapore's heartland. You don't always have to go into a major shopping mall to find a business. Many services are located right where people live. Massage and wellness businesses are one example. For residents, having these services close to home can be convenient. After work, after shopping, or simply after spending a long day on your feet, a nearby massage or foot reflexologist shop can be an easy option. So let's start our walk. And as we move through the neighborhood, let's see what the massage scene around Tampines Round Market looks like today. The Heartland setting. One of the first things you notice around Tampines is how much everyday activity there is. This is a residential neighborhood, but it is also a very active commercial area. There are food stalls, coffee shops, convenience stores, clinics, beauty businesses, salons, and many other small businesses serving the local community. And among these businesses, massage centers have become a familiar part of the Singapore Heartland landscape. When you walk past one, you might see a relatively simple storefront, a sign above the entrance, some promotional posters, perhaps pictures describing different types of massage or wellness services. And sometimes, the shop may look almost indistinguishable from the other small businesses around it. That's very different from the image many people have of a luxury spa. A large spa in a shopping mall may have a sophisticated entrance, expensive interior decoration, and a strong emphasis on branding. But neighborhood massage businesses can have a much simpler appearance. Their main purpose is often straightforward: provide a convenient service to people living nearby. And that is what makes these businesses interesting from a walking tour perspective. We're not just looking at massage. We're looking at how a particular type of business fits into the everyday environment of a Singapore residential town. Looking at the shop fronts, as we continue walking, take a look at the different shop fronts. Every business has its own style. Some use bright signs. Some prefer a more traditional design. Others try to create a modern wellness atmosphere. You may see words such as massage, wellness, therapy, foot reflexology, or traditional treatment, even without entering the businesses. The shop fronts can tell us quite a lot. The signage tells us who the business is trying to attract. A business located in a residential area may focus heavily on convenience. People walking past may already know the area. They may live in one of the nearby HDB blocks. They may work nearby, or they may simply be passing through on the way to the market, food center, or public transport. This is very different from a tourist walking into a luxury spa in a major hotel. Here, the customer base can be much more local, and because of that, these businesses become part of the neighborhood itself. The role of massage businesses in the heartland. Massage is an interesting category of business in Singapore because it sits somewhere between healthcare, wellness, relaxation, and personal services. Different businesses offer different types of services. Some may focus on foot reflexology. Some may advertise traditional massage. Others may present themselves as general wellness centers. The important thing when looking at these businesses from the outside is not to assume that every shop offers exactly the same service. Each establishment has its own business model and licensing requirements. For our walk today, we're simply observing what is visible from the public areas. And that's enough to tell an interesting story. Because if you spend enough time walking around Singapore, you'll notice that small businesses often reflect the needs of the neighborhood. Where there are many office workers, you'll find lunch businesses and convenience services. Where there are many families, you'll find enrichment centers, childcare services, and family-oriented businesses. And where there are many residents looking for relaxation and personal care, you may find massage, beauty, and wellness businesses. It's part of the larger ecosystem of a heartland town. Walking through the neighborhood. Now let's continue walking. The nice thing about a walking video like this is that we don't have to rush. We can take our time, look at the buildings, watch the traffic, listen to the sounds of the neighborhood, and occasionally another massage center appears along the route. Some may be very easy to notice. Others might be much more discreet. This is something you often see in Singapore. A business doesn't necessarily need a huge storefront to operate successfully. A small unit beneath an HDB block can serve a steady local customer base. And from a walking perspective, these smaller locations can actually be more interesting. You get a sense of how commercial activity is integrated into residential life. People aren't necessarily traveling across the city to visit these businesses. The businesses are right downstairs from where people live. Tampines Round Market as a landmark. Of course, one of the main reference points for today's walk is Tampines Round Market. Markets and food centers are an important part of Singapore's heartland culture. They attract residents throughout the day. People come here for breakfast. They come for lunch. They pick up food on the way home. They meet friends, and they run everyday errands. Around these community hubs, you'll often find a mixture of different services. This is where the massage businesses become part of a much larger picture. The massage center isn't operating in isolation. It's sitting alongside food businesses, retail shops, salons, clinics, and other services. Someone could have breakfast at the market, run a few errands, and then visit a nearby wellness business. That convenience is one of the defining characteristics of the Singapore heartland. Everything is relatively close together. Observing the different signage. As we continue, let's pay attention to signs. Some massage businesses use large English lettering. Others may use Chinese characters or a combination of languages. This reflects Singapore's multicultural environment. The signs are not only advertising, they also become part of the visual landscape. When you're walking through an older neighborhood, the combination of HDB blocks, coffee shops, traditional businesses, and newer commercial signs can create a very distinctive atmosphere. Tampines has developed considerably over the years. Some areas look modern and highly planned. Other parts still retain the feeling of an older heartland neighborhood. And small businesses help connect these different periods of development. A massage shop might occupy a unit that has previously been used by another type of business. The sign changes, the interior changes, but the basic neighborhood commercial structure remains. Why location matters? For any small business, location matters. And for a massage center, convenience can be especially important. Imagine someone who works nearby after spending several hours sitting at a desk. They may not want to travel across Singapore for a wellness appointment. A nearby shop is simply easier. The same applies to people living in the surrounding HDB blocks. A neighborhood business can rely on repeat customers. Someone might visit once. If they like the experience, they may come back again. And over time, local businesses can develop a relationship with the surrounding community. That's one reason why heartland commercial areas can support businesses that might look relatively small from the outside. They don't necessarily need thousands of customers passing through every day. A regular local customer base can be valuable. The difference between malls and heartland shops. Let's compare what we're seeing here with a typical shopping mall. In a mall, businesses compete for attention. There are bright signs, large storefronts, advertisements, and polished interiors. In a neighborhood setting, the atmosphere is different. The shop might only have a small sign. The entrance might face a quiet walkway. There may be HDB blocks directly above it. People pass by while carrying groceries. Children walk home from school. Residents sit at nearby coffee shops. The massage center becomes part of ordinary neighborhood life. And that's exactly what makes this kind of walk interesting. We're not visiting a special tourist attraction. We're documenting everyday Singapore. The visual language of massage shops. Massage businesses also have a distinctive visual language. You may notice pictures of feet massage illustrations, relaxing landscapes, traditional motifs, or simple promotional banners. Some storefronts try to create a sense of calm. Others are more direct and commercial. Bright promotional signs may be designed to catch the attention of people walking past. Again, this is part of the competition between small businesses. When there are several similar businesses in one area, each one needs to communicate what makes it different. Sometimes that difference is price, sometimes location, sometimes the type of service, and sometimes simply the atmosphere of the shop. The importance of responsible filming, because we're filming in a public neighborhood. It's also important to be respectful. The focus of this video is the streetscape and the businesses, not individual customers, not private conversations, and not people who happen to walk past a camera. Singapore is a busy city, so pedestrians will naturally appear in walking footage. But the goal should always be to document the environment responsibly. The businesses themselves are public-facing commercial establishments. Their signs and shop fronts are part of the streetscape. That's what we're interested in documenting. Looking back at the walk, so far, we've seen how varied the area can be. A few streets can contain a surprisingly wide mixture of businesses. Massage centers, beauty services, food outlets, convenience stores, traditional shops, and residential buildings. This mixture is one of the defining features of Singapore's heartland. There isn't always a sharp boundary between residential and commercial life. Instead, they overlap. People live here, they work here, they eat here, they shop here, and they use local services here. Why walking is the best way to see it. If you simply search for massage centers online, you would probably get a list of businesses. But a list doesn't show you the neighborhood. It doesn't show you what is next to the business. It doesn't show you the HDB blocks. It doesn't show you the coffee shops. It doesn't show you the people walking past. And it doesn't give you the feeling of being there. That's why we're walking. The purpose of this video is not simply to count massage centers. It's to experience the environment around them. It's the difference between looking at a map and actually walking through a place, an evolving neighborhood. Tampines is constantly changing. New developments appear. Businesses come and go. Older shops disappear. New concepts arrive. But some things remain surprisingly consistent. The HDB estates remain busy. The markets remain important. Food remains a major part of everyday life. And small service businesses continue to serve local residents. Massage centers are one part of that larger ecosystem. They may not be the most important businesses in the neighborhood, but they are visible enough to become an interesting feature of the commercial landscape. Final section, returning toward the market. As we gradually make our way back toward Tampines Round Market, we can look back at what we've seen during this walk. We started with a simple question. What does a massage and wellness scene around Tampines Round Market actually look like? And the answer is not simply a list of shops. It's a combination of businesses, residential blocks, streets, markets, and everyday activity. The massage centers are integrated into the neighborhood. Some are easy to spot. Others are more tucked away. Some have modern branding. Others have a more traditional appearance. But together, they form part of the everyday commercial landscape of Tampines. And that's what makes these walking videos interesting. You don't always need a famous landmark. Sometimes the most interesting stories are found in ordinary streets, closing. And that's where we'll end today's walk around Tampines Round Market. We've explored the surrounding streets, looked at massage and wellness shop fronts, and taken a closer look at how these businesses fit into the wider Heartland environment. If you're familiar with Tampines, you may have walked past some of these places many times without really noticing them. That's the beauty of walking. When you slow down, you start seeing details that are normally easy to miss. The signs, the shop fronts, the buildings, the people, and the businesses that keep the neighborhood moving. This has been another Singapore City Walk. If you enjoy these relaxed walking documentaries exploring different neighborhoods and businesses around Singapore, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you've been around Tampines for a long time, let me know in the comments how you think this area has changed over the years. Thanks for walking with me today, and I'll see you in the next Singapore City Walk.